If you're looking for the cheapest and most reliable Madden 22 coins on the market, check out my sponsor, MMOEXPR.com. Links are in the description, and use code JEDI at checkout for 5% off. Alrighty, hey there guys, it's Augusta here, aka JediBro95, coming at you guys with another video. Now, I've done this video a couple of times already, and that's why the game is where it is right now, especially with the score. That's why it is what it is right now, and it is what that's why I'm in this spot right now. But in this video, I want to talk and rant about the state of Madden 22. With the game being out for a month come Monday, I feel like this is a perfect time to really talk about where this game is and the state that it's in right now, and really address the problems I have with this game, and possibly go into a little bit of toxicity and negativity. I'm not wanting to do that, but if that's what happens, and it happens to be the way that it goes, then so be it, It happens to just be that way, and I'm not really somebody that wants to go that direction, but so be it if it ends that way. So let's talk about the state of Madden, and let's start off with the zone coverage and the issues I have with this zone coverage. First of all, zone coverage is just straight up terrible. You cannot do anything with the zone coverage, and no matter how many adjustments you make, no matter how many fucking things you try, you still cannot get a defensive stop, okay? You can shade over the top, contain the quarterback, put yourself in a fucking deep, put yourself in 30-yard curl flats and shit like that, and you still cannot stop a person throwing a deep pass down the field. That's ridiculous in my opinion. All right, I'm sick of that. Right now the zone coverage is just making this game unplayable. And I don't give a crap if you sit there and try and tell me, oh, but realism and, I'll talk to you on that here in a bit, what I think about that realism argument and how I've gone from being in that argument to now saying, fuck realism. I'm done arguing that crap. All right. So, okay, I'm going to try and keep my composure because, like I said, I've had to record this video a few times. And, again, I'm not one to be toxic and, losing my temper and stuff like that, or at least I try not to be. But goddamn, it's been very hard. So, you want to talk on realism for zone coverage? Let's touch about realism, okay? Now, this clip I'm going to show you, I only got this one, but it is a microcosm of my weekend league experience today, which, can I just say, I'm not playing weekend league until this zone coverage is addressed, okay? Because it's ridiculous. Now, okay, now here is the play. All right, so it's a cover two, nickel blitz. Okay, I call the nickel blitz. As you see, I think it's a big nickel one because you see Jamal Adams. Okay, yes, it's a big nickel cover two blitz because that's Jamal Adams in between Bobby and Sidney Jones. That's Jamal Adams coming in on a blitz, all right? Now, I am using Cam, who's supposed to be taking a vert hook thing here, right? Now, you see the guy on the very far left. That's Shaquille Griffin, all right? Now, watch this play, all right? So it's a play action crossing route concept, okay? So I'm taking away the A route, okay? Now how this is playing. Honestly, when you actually sit back and look at how this is playing out, these are actually playing decently well, okay? The deep zone is taking away that deep corner. I am using on the crossing pattern, and you see Shaquille Griffin here, he's covering the flat. So this should be bagged, honestly. This should be a sack or a throwaway from this person. But watch this. You saw that, right? Let's back up a bit. So not only was he not bagged, but this dude makes a horrible read and flows to a flat where fucking Shaquille Griffin is. All right, look at this. Shaquille Griffin is in perfect position to jump and get a pick. And I have no doubt in my mind, this would have been a pick six if Shaquille Griffin does go after this ball. All right. Now, if he whiffed, if he did play the ball, but he missed and the pass was completed, I still would have been upset. However, I would not have been as upset as I was at the time. Because believe me, I was fuming out of my mind when this happened. All right? I was ready to throw something. I'm not even kidding you. I was very close to throwing something. Well, not very close, but it was starting to build a little bit. It was starting to build. But you see, he throws into the one of the spots where the defense is, And Shaquille Griffin just doesn't do anything. He doesn't make a play on the ball. He just watched the pass go by, and the guy gets a touchdown on a play that should have been a pick six. Now, unfortunately, that is the only one I have for this video. But there were some other ones. I'm talking about, like, for example, I was playing another game. I called out a cover 4. Actually, I don't think this wasn't weekend league. This was a guy in head-to-head seasons. I called it cover 4 in the end zone. Guy throws it in the direction of Trey Flowers, and Trey Flowers doesn't make a play on the ball. He just sits there and watches it happen. All right. Another play where Quandre is sitting there, and he just straight up doesn't animate or doesn't react to the ball, and he just gets mossed. He just straight up got mossed. Okay, like there was no attempt to knock the receiver down and get in his jersey. Nothing of that nature. He just got mossed. And these are just this is just a small microcosm of how bad the zone coverage is. And like, I hate it. I really hate where the zone coverage is at right now. Truly speaking, I hate it because, it's making the game unplayable. But what about the realism factor? Well, let's talk about the realism factor. Because if we're being realistic, Shaquille Griffin should have picked six that. All right? Don't sit there and tell me realism when you have a defensive back who's supposed to be a professional defensive back and he doesn't make a play on the ball. Don't sit there and tell me realism when you have a cover 4 giving up a deep pass on a touchdown. Don't sit there and talk about realism when there's literally people out there who make videos about one play TDs out of specific coverages. That's not realistic, in my opinion. No play should be getting bombed for one play touchdowns consistently. Now, if you do get a one play touchdown, okay, fine. But just because I'm calling a specific coverage, one play beats it every single time? Really? Are you serious? Nah, that should not be the case. I feel like you should have to earn all of your points. But what if they sit in the same exact coverage every single game? Well, that's on you to adjust then. All right? If they are sitting in cover 3 every single game, that's on you to adjust your play and adjust the play you're running and call a different concept. Oh, wait, my bad. You guys don't know what the rest of your playbook is because you only know bunch offset and gun bunch. That's all you know. Right, I forgot. Please excuse me. If you go into your playbook when you're calling your plays, you see those things called single back, I form, other like strong close maybe. You see those? Those are your other formations in your playbook. Isn't that an amazing thing? It's like you don't know because you don't. You just run gun bunch offset, and maybe some trips, which, whatever. Trips I don't really have a problem with. It's just bunch and bunch offset that I have a fucking issue with because everybody runs that garbage. So, but like, I'm sorry, like, I get it. You don't know what your other plays are. Don't worry, that's fine, guys. But I would say, give those plays a try. Hey, you never know. Maybe you could find a one-play touchdown out of those formations. Isn't that exciting? Anyways, sorry, I'm ragging on those people that just call one formation plays every single play. And to be completely honest, I will never agree with it. And I used to say I never understand it. And I never will agree with it. But I do get it, okay? I get why people just want to run one formation because it's the one formation that they know the most, right? Because there's so many like formations and so many good plays and stuff like that, and that's fine. However, me personally, I have never really been one to run one specific formation every game. I find that's boring. I think that's a little predictable in my opinion. Because if you're going up against somebody who just knows how to beat gun bunch consistently, then, you're not going to have a good time. And again, just me personally, I think it's predictable. I think it's just something that is, boring as well. I don't think that's fun to run the same formations and plays over and over. But, I now understand why people do it. Because it's just it's familiar to them, right? It's familiarity. Don't fix what's not broke. And that's cool. I just don't agree with it. But anyways, but when it comes to this, going back to the zone coverage discussion, man, like, you have fucking the flat zones running back to the middle of the field for no reason when the person that's the route that they're supposed to be looking out for is literally running at them. You have fucking people you have fucking curl flats not taking away corner routes, sideline, and deep sideline passes. You have fucking cover 3 giving up a seam route right up the middle when a cover 3 is supposed to stop a seam route because that free safety in the middle is supposed to be there to do something. You know, you got cover 4 getting beaten by like 4 verticals. Like, it's just like the zone coverage is just awful, man. Like, no matter what you do, you cannot get a stop in this game because people you can't get stops. And it's unfortunate that is the way it is. I hate it. I really do. And again, you know, we talk about the whole realism argument. Let's go back to that. Clint argued that there was the average amount of points per game right now is about 24 points, and the amount of yards is like 300 something, give or take, whatever. Here's the issue with those arguments, Clint, and I think a lot of people were talking about this on Twitter, but I'm going to reiterate this. One, Clint, one game on Madden Online for head-to-head is 4-minute quarters. That is 16 minutes total. That is about 1 quarter in the actual NFL. Okay? So how are you arguing that the points and yards are about the same if the entirety of the game is 1 quarter? So you mean to tell me, so you're either trying to defend your terrible coding for a game, or you just don't know what you're talking about, or 3, you're just trying to make excuses, which I think is the third one. I think you're just trying to sit there and make excuses and say, you're wrong, we're right. You know, fuck you, you're wrong, I'm right. Deal with it. Now, to this small amount of credit, and I say this with absolute small, they did say that they were going to address coverage at some throughout the year. They're going to start with cover 3, and then move to cover 2 and cover 4, which is fine. You know, it's fine. All I want right now, you know, other than the zones to be patched, is the fucking DBs to make a play on the ball if they're in the reach of the ball. At this point, you know, like, if DBs or middle linebackers made a play on the ball when the ball was going to them, you know, I think this would be a lot different. We would be playing a lot different game, and we wouldn't be complaining. I think personally, even though the zones are bad, I think that's the biggest issue right now that people are having, other than dropped picks, is the fact that the corners just don't play the ball when they're there. They don't even make an attempt to do anything to play the receiver or the ball. They do nothing. They just sit there and watch the play happen. And it's just so frustrating because like that play you saw there, again, that should have been a pick 6. You know, and again, the talking about for me with the cover 4 guy bombing me in for a touchdown, that should have been at least a knockdown and an incompletion. But, you know, like, they just need to react. That's all I want, is for them to react. And don't sit there and try and tell me, oh, you just don't have high enough zone coverage and play recognition and stuff of that nature. When, you know, there's actual evidence out there, and I think I've even showcased it on this channel. There's evidence out there that a cornerback by the name of Jalen Ramsey, I can't believe I introduced him like that, but Jalen Ramsey, who has 99 man and zone and play recognition, is still playing like a fucking amateur. Like, he's still playing defense in zone coverage like he's an amateur. Like, he just doesn't know what he's doing. So, that's basically my rant about the state of Madden 22. Probably will do a state of Madden every month, just to, you know, give my thoughts on where we are for the game. Now, online right now, it's just because of the way the zones are, it's just so unplayable that I cannot bring myself to do it anymore. I tried, don't get me wrong, I did say at the beginning of the year because of how bad they were, I just couldn't play it. But I decided to say, you know what, let me just play a little bit, suck it up, and, you know, I played and played and played, but it's just, I can't bring myself to do it anymore, guys. I can't play it. Now, I'm still going to upload Madden videos on the channel. Don't get it twisted. There is still going to be Madden 22 videos on this channel, right? Like, I'll still talk about content. I'll still update the theme team, and I'll still make videos on the game. But don't expect to see me streaming on Twitch when it comes to this game and for any time soon. Like, don't expect me to be streaming on Twitch. Don't expect me to be, you know, posting YouTube gameplays. Nothing of that nature for at least a little bit. Just until they've, you know, do start patching a little bit of the zone coverage, because, like I said, right now it's just completely unplayable, and, you know, I can't bring myself to do it because it's just so frustrating right now. But anyways, but who knows? Maybe I might stream tomorrow or Monday. I don't know. Right now, it's obvious. A lot of this rant right now is just fueled by some things going on in my personal life right now. So that's probably why I'm a little bit on the pissy side, because, you know, if you guys haven't been following me on Twitter, you guys know that we potentially have a bit of a COVID scare here again. And if you guys know, from last year, I was actually exposed to it willingly, by the way. Because my old job that I was working at the time, they willingly exposed me to COVID because they knew that there was a waitress that had it, yet they still allowed her to work. So yeah, that's why I'm saying again. So we are fully vaccinated, but that doesn't mean we still can't get it. But now I've opened up Pandora's box, and there's going to probably be a huge debate in the comment section about the vaccines and shit like that. So yay me, thank you. But anyways, that's probably part of the reason that's fueling my spiteful, hate-filled rant right now. Who knows? Maybe next week I'll be back on. But right now it's just so frustrating to play. I just can't do it. But anyways, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, be sure to hit the like button below. Subscribe if you guys are new. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.